It sounds like Spider-Man 4 might have been saved, as some brand new reports have hit, and this time a report from a very credible source that Spider-Man 4 is not a multiverse film. Instead, yeah, it's gonna be grounded and in New York. Ever since Marvel Studios and Disney talked to, well, the big social media owners and wanted the account Can We Get Some Toast taken down because they legitimately had some leaks that were real, because that's why Marvel went after them, because they were leaking real info. Just a little side-by here, that should tell you of who you can trust and who you can't, because if they go after people for scoops, there's something there. Especially scoops that are proven to be right when they send out the actual cease and desists. Wouldn't they do that to people that are claiming they know everything that happens in Doomsday, but they don't want to spoil it? Just a hint towards how to sift through the crap. Anyways, though, Can We Get Some Toast reported that Spider-Man 4 is saved. And Spider-Man 4 will not, I repeat, will not be a multiverse film. Instead, reportedly in this film, Peter Parker is between the ages of 19 and 20, and it's going to deal with the whole thing that him and his friends were doing, which was obviously applying to colleges and trying to get to the next step of their life. So that's everything that was reported here. After this, a couple of the frequent insiders, who I just talked about, where I don't think you can trust them because they're spotty record and nobody goes after them, added that they heard this same thing. Now, it doesn't make sense because some of them literally just a week ago were saying it's 100% the multiverse film. But also they added that we're going to see Spider-Man go to Horizon Labs. Now, Horizon Labs is a factor in Marvel Comics, but it's usually mostly associated with Spider-Man. You know, it's like advanced learning and all this stuff. We even recently saw Horizon Labs in Morbius, but that's obviously a dead end, so that's never going to happen. So Marvel can probably use that. And I would honestly like to see that, and that would make sense if this is how they go about it, because it would just work. Peter Parker is super intelligent. He's trying to prevent things. He's seen things. He knows he can utilize his brains. Horizon is a perfect place. And there you also got a new cast of interesting characters you can bring in. You could also play around with other characters maybe trying to steal tech from it, especially since a lot of Spider-Man villains have a tech-based origin. So maybe somebody like Scorpion could get his suit funded by Jameson from Horizon and Peter Parker feels directly involved. There's a plot here that really can work. And the main takeaway for me is, if this turns out to be true, good news. Because we're dodging another multiverse bullet film. And as much as I love Spider-Man No Way Home, in my top 5 MCU films of all time, I don't need this to be a multiverse film again. Too much of that thing would be a bad thing. If they space it out a little, and then let's say Spider-Man 6 is it, or 5 even, sure. But not one right after the other.